Hey guys, it's Natalie. If you love cheesecake, you're gonna love our no-bake mixed berry cheesecake. It's gluten-free, completely raw, and vegan, and tastes delicious. Let's check the ingredients. We have soaked raw walnuts and soaked medjool dates with some shredded coconut for the crust. The filling will be cashews, lemon juice and lemon zest, coconut oil, maple syrup, and vanilla. Then the topping will be mixed berries, some frozen mixed berries, which we don't have shown here, with some maple syrup, and it'll be delicious. Now we add the soaked walnuts, the maple syrup, the shredded coconut, and the dates that have also been soaked. And we blend it up and create the crust. So now that we've blended the ingredients for the crust, we push down the sides, blend again if you need to. Once you get the crust blended, press it into a springform pan, usually about 8 to 10 inches for this amount of food, and it'll make a nice, even, hopefully as even as you can get it, crust for the base. And then we'll add the filling on top. There you go. Okay, now we're zesting the lemon. Don't forget to zest the lemon before you slice it in half and then juice it with the citrus juicer. Fresh lemon juice is always better than any kind of concentrate, and zest really gives it a delicious and citrusy flavor. So now we add to the food processor the soaked nuts, the cashews, and the zest of the lemon that we just zested. About a half a cup of fresh lemon juice. No more than 2/3 of a cup. Add it slowly and taste it as you go because too much will ruin it. 3/4 cups of the maple syrup, or you can use raw honey if you'd like. 3/4 cups of coconut oil, unrefined is best. 1.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla, and a pinch of sea salt. Now we're going to puree all the ingredients in a blender or in our food processor here, and then pour it into the crust. We just finished blending up the filling, which is the coconut oil, the lemon juice and zest, with the cashews and vanilla and maple. And we had to blend a few times and scrape on the sides just to make sure that it's completely fully blended and a nice consistency. Take a taste also and make sure that the sweetness versus tangy, very slight tangy lemon flavor is correct. And now we can press it in on top of the crust into the springform pan. Now we smooth the filling in on top of the crust in a springform pan, and we put it in the freezer for 2 hours before we mix together the fruit topping, and then we freeze it again. So now that the cheesecake is nice and frozen after a couple of hours, we have the frozen berries and the goji berries and the maple syrup ready to blend, and we're going to add it on top here once it's a nice beautifully frozen consistency and freeze it for another 30 minutes to an hour. We blend the frozen mixed berries with the goji berries and the maple syrup until we get a nice consistency. We'll spread it on top of the cheesecake that's already frozen, and now we freeze this for another hour. And then it'll be ready to serve after we take it out and defrost it slightly. So now we waited about 20 to 30 minutes. You can really just do it whatever's easiest for you to cut into it. Once it's frozen, it's a bit solid, so you want it to thaw a little bit, and then it softens, and then, you know, it starts to melt a little bit, and some of the berries melt down into the cheesecake portion, and then you can cut yourself a slice. And we garnished it with a shredded coconut. You can add some additional berries or nuts, whatever you prefer, or just eat it plain, and it's delicious. Go ahead and take a taste.
I like it.
Okay, good job. Mmm.